That's too bad. All right. Well, I'm sorry. We missed the part about gridding, but I will add it into our next thing.
I'm glad everyone missed my cat story.
We missed your cat story. You're going to have to repeat that.
I'm very glad everyone missed that.
I love that story. We'll talk about it. I'm sure we're going to talk about it. You can see now what I'm doing are kind of the inside lines. That's the green, and those will be the second set of lines you'll do. You'll get my little ferocious lion here roaring his way, right? And Sandra, by the time we get to this, are you doing this in pastel? I can get you the color version if you would
So
like.
what I did is I cropped the photo already to get his face and front paws.
Oh, great. Okay, great. So you just took a picture of it. But okay, great. Wonderful. So, and then my point, and if you want to, you can try and get this bowl in here, or you totally don't have to. I love this bowl. I bought this bowl like from a local artist here. And look, it looks like him. It's a cat face. It totally looks like him. Before I got him. All right. And then, you know, more of the details, right? In here. So for those of you who are starting, what I would say is you're going to start with the red lines, then go to the green inner lines. And then, you know, you're just going to look for the light and the dark shapes. But there's another way to do this. And can you all see, those of you who have done charcoal, how great this would be as a charcoal drawing? Right? We can see that. Here, give me just a second. I have a little pad for this.
Shall I send you the cropped version on the wire or not?
Later, when you're working, when you send me your version. Yeah, let's keep that. Okay, so if you're going to work with charcoal, one of the fun ways to do it, and this won't work with charcoal pencil, this will really only work with these big, fat, soft charcoal sticks, right? This will not work with compressed charcoal. So if compressed charcoal, let's see if I've got some. Yeah, this is compressed charcoal. So if you draw compressed charcoal, you can see, I can't get rid of it. I can't like soften it. That line stays. It's really hard. So you don't really use it until you know where things are. But this charcoal, this soft charcoal, I can smudge and, you know, soften and get rid of. So I always want to avoid the compressed charcoal until I'm ready. Go with this soft, blocky charcoal. And we're going to start by taking I'm taking the side here. And I'm doing what's called toning the paper. What do you think that means, toning, in this case?
Putting color on.
Yeah,
like
or value, right? Right, like a value. So I'm darkening it. Yeah, putting color. In this case, it's black and white. All right. So, and then I might even kind of run. I just went down vertically. Vertically I can go across, horizontally to kind of try and get rid of these. Whereas I am not using a grid, but you could do charcoal, this method with a grid. Okay, there's no reason you couldn't do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to position it. Hi, Emma. Has anybody else come in that has not recently, let me add you to the thread. Well, Emma, I'll add you to the thread afterwards because, oh no, I'll add you now because there's a picture that we're working on. Okay, is there anybody else I'm missing? Everybody here? Everybody else on the thread? Okay. Oh, I hate how that Zoom stops. It always stops at just the worst angle, but anyway.
It was so funny yesterday. I listened to the recording of the Tesla. And
yeah.
I was doing it while I was kind of half working.
I love it.
Watching Sandra, you know, on the recording. And then one of the stories that I sent, I suddenly saw that Sandra had edited it.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so
Which one was it? I I thought I saw your name. Which one was
Well,
it?
no, wasn't it on Bayer or something like that late last night?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I was the late person, and I didn't actually write the story, but I was kind of, anyway, it was just amusing to sort
That's so cool.
be listening to a recording of Sandra while she was actually working on
I
something.
did. I feel like that's really cool. Well, that's what I love about these classes. That's what's so great about them. Like that you all get to know each other in this nice, immediate, but kind of different way, where the values. Okay, so let's come back. Emma, you should be on the thread, and you should have the picture. All right, so I'm gonna just try and estimate like how things are going. So, and I also realize I have very little eraser left. I've only got this. So this is a kneaded eraser. It's kind of a gray, like silly putty type thing. If you stretch it out, it'll stretch. It's really perfect for this exercise. If you don't have it, use what other exercise. I also have this eraser because sometimes it's helpful for different kinds of lines. And what I'm gonna do is start with kind of an outline using my eraser. So Needy, you're like, I don't know how to do this. And I'm like, that's right. I'm going to show you this really cool way. I had to be shown as well. I didn't know it either. So notice how, let's see. So that's his ear coming up here. I'm kind of following the red lines right now. It's such a turkey. All right, and then other ear. So pay close attention. Yeah.
Yeah, just you've made the background very, very dark, and the cat is very light.
Are you watching?
Because it's a reductive method.
Have you never seen this technique before?
No, I have, but I haven't seen you do it for something
so dark
that's so white.
Oh yeah. It's the white ones are the great ones to do with this. They're great. They're like really great because there's so much. Yeah, I mean, so I guess I'd ask you, why does that seem weird to you?
Because you need to take so much of the charcoal off to get the subject.
Yeah, but also, don't you imagine that the subject will really come across with the background, with this dark background? So, Emma, that's a great question. Such a great question. It hadn't even occurred to me. And probably some of you are thinking some variation of the same thing. Here is what I'm thinking as an artist always. I'm not just thinking about this. I'm also thinking about this. The background and the subject are equally important. So what I'm thinking all the time is, how can I get my background to support my subject? And in this case, because the kitty is mostly white, a black background is an amazing thing. So it's just a thinking, that's a really good question. So, and of course, we are used to thinking just of the subject, right? We're just thinking about the subject. We're not used to thinking about the background as part of the painting. But if you're building a reality, if you're building something, this part is as important as this part. So anyway, you'll see, he's going to come out really well. They'll come out really nicely. All right, so let me see. So I'm just kind of sketching him in here. I'm guessing. Notice I haven't gotten into any detail yet. A little bit further. Let's see, 1, 2. So notice what I just did here. I'm checking, I'm using the head, which I've already established. Oh, I see, okay. To see how far down to put his feet. What I can see is if I go one head down, just like we used to do with figure drawing, if I go one head down, his paw is well up. Yep, so I don't want his paw to come much further than this. There's a little triangle here. And the other paw comes. Notice I'm not getting into any detail here. I'm just getting outer lines. If I try to do detail, I'm going to get in trouble. Here. God, you guys asked such good questions. That is such a good question, Emma. I really love that observation. I love it because it helps us see how much we need to change of our perspective when we are learning to draw. There's a lot of ideas we have about our subject matter and about what's happening that we have to change when we're working on a flat surface. All right, so I have the basic outline. Now I'm going to check it and see. So I'm going to use the head to see, okay, seems to be in the right place here. So now I'm going to use the head this way. Let me actually check and see first. This head looks to me like his head should be as wide, as tall. If I were to go across from the ears, it won't be. The head will be a little bit wider. Yep, that's right. And so I'll take this and I'll take the width of the head and see how wide it is across. Okay, I've made my kitty a little too big. So I'm going to bring him in a little bit. And notice how nicely this, the lines that you don't want just kind of disappear. All right, and then I might even try the angled approach. So here I'm checking, I'm holding my arm straight, I'm checking the angle from foot to foot. Yep, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I think I need to bring my ear a little bit. Yeah, my ear needs to go a little flatter out. So you see how I'm not really, so that's a great thing, guys. It's easy to, and I just did it myself. So it's such an easy thing to do that I did it too. We think of ears as, the cat ears as things that go like this. But in this particular case, Hermie's ear is straight out to the left. So I had to adjust that over here. And then this ear is actually a little bit bigger. Okay, so Emma asks this very good question. This cat is all white. What are you going to start doing? What I'm going to start doing is erasing the lightest parts of the cat. So that is here, the top of his head. This side of his face, you can see where the light's coming from, right? Where's the light coming from?
Left.
Yeah, it's coming from the window. Notice I'm kind of working around the eyes right now. And notice there's kind of a darker side to him. I don't really have the eyes yet, like where they are. I'm working more the bigger shapes. And notice I'm kind of skipping around the areas that are darker. So his nose, his mouth, I'm really sticking with the lightest areas. It gets kind of darker under here, so I'm going to skip that part for now. It's a little bit lighter here. It's kind of lighter here. Notice it's kind of darker in his belly here, so I'm going to skip that area, but it's lighter around his ear. It's light on his back. Okay, see how I'm leaving the dark. Look at how that kitten is already starting to come out. Isn't that interesting? We haven't even gotten much detail in. I'm just focusing on the lightest areas of the kitten. I could go a little lighter. I have a very dirty eraser, so it may be hard for me to completely erase. So Emma, do you see how that cat is starting to pop out already? Do you see how much he's starting to pull forward? It's kind of amazing, isn't it? He's here, so the lights of him are really playing off the background. Now, if I decide to put in more background, then we can do that. But if I'm just going to leave him like this, which I just might, you know, it's going to be pretty, it's going to go well. So it's going to look good. It's already looking good. So then the other thing, now I want to come back in with my pastel, or sorry, with my charcoal. And I'm darkening, and I'm adding a few contour lines. Look at what that just did. I'm adding a few contour lines, and I'm darkening in the areas that are darker. So there's kind of the line here, and then it's a little darker here. I could take my finger to smudge it. I'll probably put a line here so that you can see the top of his head. Wait, am I getting that right? Looks like it comes across like that. Yep. Okay, so now I can work kind of a little bit more detail. I'm interested, for example, in this little triangle of negative space. What's negative space? Does anybody remember? What's negative space?
It's what's in between the subject.
Yes, it's what's in between the subject. So it can really help you with shaping. Because, so notice how I have this little triangle here, and I'm going to come here and do the same with this. I'm going to darken it because it's quite dark. So I'm actually coming in and darkening around it. And I'm doing a little contour drawing around the kitty as well. And then I kind of, when I drew this, there's this dark part of his tail. I come out, down, over. I'm probably going to have to adjust that. Right? And maybe I even want to take my eraser and kind of erase around the outside of that so that it's a little bit lighter. So his tail shows up more. So already we have Cat and we have his sort of sense of movement from here. So now let's go to the features, in which case I am going to use the side of the charcoal. Let's see. So remember that the eyes are way smaller than we think they are. I'm going to do a couple measurements. The first thing I'm going to check is how low the eyes are. If I go from the top of the head to the bottom of the mouth, yeah, it looks like the kind of top line of the eye is the halfway point. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to find the top halfway point. So this eye is way too big right now. It comes below this line, or just below, at this line and below. And his actual eye is pretty small, particularly on this side. Notice it's also kind of curved up. And notice that this side of his face, there's not that much on the side here. So now I'm kind of sketching in. Oh, he's so cute. He's really cute. And then the other eye is a little bit bigger because this is the one that's closer to us. Right? And what I want to make sure after it's all over is I'm going to measure the eye and see. It's really one eye space between the two eyes. And then I'm going to see how many eye spaces it is to the left. So if I come here and I check, here's one eye, and I go 1, 2. It's really no more than 2, 2. So I need to end his little head about right here, which really does kind of get that square jaw. So remember, the eyes are littler than you think they are, and they're kind of they're different shapes. He's got that his little ferocious roar going.
Leah, can you send a photo of your you were drawing.
Yeah. Do you want me to do that now? Shall I do that now?
I mean, whenever you're done, it's just.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or I could do it now. I mean, here, let me add one more thing in, and before I get into detail, and then I'll do it, and you guys will have a little time, and then I'll finish the demo. So see how I'm getting that? There we go. Little beast. Oh my God. And he's got, so this is actually a great place to stop. That's a great idea. So maybe we'll only do charcoal today. We have options is what I'm saying. So let's see here, hold on. So let us do, I'm gonna take a picture of where he is right now. And no, guys, yeah. And know, guys, that this video will be available about 2 hours. There it is. Also,
Leah,
yes.
to measure, but I think you found there was an eye in between both eyes.
Yes.
But it's an eye the width of a right one, which is
yes,
one, right?
absolutely. I always use the big one to measure.
Okay. Oh, and send us the color picture too, please.
Yep, you got it. So I can do that. I can post that actually, if you want. I can take off. So let me put the actual color picture so you can see it. So you guys should have a bunch of stuff, but let me see if I can share. I'll have to find it. Hold on. Hermes, where are you? Little twerpy twerp. There he is. All right. Yeah, I think you'll like the color picture because it's got lots of blues around it, and it's here. I'm going to start my video. So many things we have to do. All right, go back to Leah, the regular, oh, you'll see. I guess you don't have to. Here's the share screen. So here's the original photo. So take a moment, and when you guys are ready, I will go back, and you can send me what you're working on right now, and then I will go back and finish the cats. But catch up, like spend a little time.
Leah, can you please send the picture with the markings, red and blue lines?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take a picture of that and do that right now.
Thank you.
Indeed. So many things, so many teaching aids we need now, right? Here it is.
That would actually be easier to have that on the share screen if possible.
Okay. Sandra, I'm going to send this to you.
Thank you. I'm
Anybody,
photographing the screen.
and Diana probably wants it to, okay, let me do that. Let me figure that out. Hold on. I just need to share that over to my, I can do that. I could do that. We could do anything. All right. Let me go to my pictures. I have to get that. I just sent it over, but I'll put that big too. All right, here it is. And share that to my chat, and then put that up on the screen. All right, in a second, I will have that up. I'm going to take the screen down, the share down for just a second, so I can email this to Sandra and Diana. Not that one. Not that one. Sorry, guys, 2 minutes and everything will be set. Sandra. All right, so Sandra, you and Diana have that.
Thank you very much.
Let me call up this and I will share the screen again. Oh, so many steps. My old, my middle-aged self is like kind of blowing its little mind. There we go. So is that what you were talking about, Emma?
Yes, perfect.
Yes, yes. And you also have the original without the lines when you want to see stuff. And I can also put up that color version if you want. All right, so you guys let me know when you're ready and send over anything you're working on. So you don't have to do this as a charcoal drawing. You can totally do this in pencil if you want to. But if you want to try this technique, this is a perfect, subject for it. And as you guys are working, please send stuff over. And if we don't have time to do,
Muka, we'll do it next time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll do it in ink. And so I'll just go back and forth. I guess I got ambitious. Hey, Jean, can I post your Einstein picture on my Instagram account? Where is she? Awesome. Y'all are so quiet. And let me know when you guys want me to finish, or maybe you'll be able to just keep going on your own. Maybe that will totally work. I'm happy to keep going on this or just let you get there. You let me know. You're the boss. It's funny, I noticed that when we started these classes, people were much more likely to be on screen. Now I can see that you're all a little bit tired of the screen and are turning your sound off so that you can kind of, you know what I mean? I can see it.
Oh, I'm only
I can
turning
see-
my sound off because there's a construction site.
Oh, that's very
You hear
nice
the
of you.
truck reversing.
Oh, I can hear him. Yeah, I can hear it.
Very
But
annoying.
I also notice people in general are wanting to you want to be on screen, but you don't. I expect you're all spending a lot more time than usual in front of the screen. I mean, Oscar, are you going to school or are you staying home?
Yeah, I've been going to school for the past month and a week.
Right. How do people like your pandemic hair? I think it looks pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. I hope you don't cut it. It looks good right now. All right. So all of these classes, just so that you know, all of these classes, as many as I can, I had a kind of a malfunction 2 classes ago. So the Dolly face drawing session isn't up, but virtually all of these classes will be recorded. So you guys can go back and listen to them anytime. If your coworkers didn't get a chance to come to class, they can come and check it out later. Just know that these are here and, you know, and you should take advantage of them. The more classes you take, the better you get. Diana get back in? No. I wonder what happened here. And if you want to send me something, go ahead and send me something whenever you're ready for me to look at it.
It looks disastrous because the nose is too long, but if I shorten the nose, then the whole length of the face is wrong compared to
Then
the
maybe you should erase the features and replace them. So instead of trying to adjust something, like one thing, maybe look at where everything is and readjust that. It's probably, if the nose is in the wrong place, then the eyes are also perhaps not in the right place. Send it over.
It's a mess. I'm erasing half of it. It's very frustrating. Maybe I should start over. The problem is, could it happen that the ears are wrong then? Because, you know, we start with the ears as a given.
Sure. No, we didn't start with the ears as a given. You started with the ears as a given. I did not start with the ears as a given. What I did was I measured my width. I checked the height of the kitty. So I established the vertical distance here. And then I checked this width against the width from ear to ear.
Okay.
And what I found was this distance comes to about here. If it's any wider or if it's thinner, right? So yeah, I did not. Yeah.
Show it again, please, Leah.
This distance here from here to here.
Right.
Is about the same distance as here to here.
Okay.
So the face should be a little bit wider. Let's see. Let's see. It's cute, although let me see. He should be 1. No, he's in, he looks in pretty good shape, actually, believe it or not. So, but I feel like his eye here, so the eyes are too close together here.
Mm-hmm.
So bring that other, and look at the shape of this one is, it's smaller and it's kind of more slanted up compared to the shape of this one. You have them as the same size, but this is, look at how
the size of his head is okay, or it's too small.
yeah, the side, let me look. I think it's, I think that's what I was saying. I think it actually works. 1, yep. So this purport, I'm checking, you could bring his, so watch, this line kind of comes straight across, you have it bending down. So you could bring his ear a touch this way. It looks to me when I do this vertical, yes. So his face is a little bit too narrow. It's not wide enough here. So bring this ear where you have it a little bit this way, about to here.
Okay.
Start the ear here. And then you'll be able to have room for his eye. And then notice where his eye is in relation to the ear.
Okay,
And
thank you.
the reason I figured that out is that I looked at the distance from, I checked this distance and I looked at it from here to here. So your distance, this one, went from here all the way to the edge of the ear. So I knew I needed to move the ear. In reality, if you measure this distance here and you lay it against this distance, his width comes to about, the width comes to about here. So you need to make it come a little further out.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
Emma, nice. So Emma, I would make the charcoal, let me check, I'm checking your measurements, hold on. Good. I like where you have, good. Let's see. Excellent. So proportions are pretty good. Look, Emma, at this side of his face. So see how close this side of his face is to the eye? So bring in the side of the face here a little bit and bring the nose over as well. So if you can see the nose and the eye on this side, there's just a tiny little bit of face here. So you just need to scoot him a little bit, this side a little bit this way. And then you can make this a little bigger and this line come down where it's supposed to. But nice work. In general, proportionally pretty good. I mean, kitties are so much easier than faces, aren't they? So Sandra, you're gonna like
I was
this.
wondering about this. And I
Well,
think
yeah, animals are easier.
But I think it's because even if you butcher up an animal, it still looks like an animal. Whereas if you butcher up a human, our brain is so used to recognizing humans, but you notice it straight away.
Yeah, that's right. And also the skull, I mean, I think also animals have bigger features that are easier to grab onto. Humans' features are smaller. And there's more planes of the face and all of that. You know, I would like to say animals are less complex, but I don't think that's true. I think you're right. I think it's what we notice. It's how we look at things.
I've been pondering this because it should be the same, really.
Yeah.
But our brain is not.
You're right. We sort of
wired.
We simplify the animal shape in a way that makes it easier for us to draw it. But when we're reading a human face, we're looking very closely and grabbing a lot of detail.
Mm. Like when people first meet my cats, they can't tell them apart. This is how badly trained the human brain is. Right.
That's exactly right. Well, but you could train it. So to be fair, instead of paying attention, right? Like you can train yourself, but it's what we assign importance to. And that is our sort of intense focus on the subject is what makes it really hard for us to draw. Also, our intense focus on like the eyes make people draw the eyes much bigger than they really are. And ears, because we don't look at them, much smaller than they really are. You know, it's funny, you're right. Yeah, we assign a significance in ways that are really kind of weird.
It's important as humans to recognize each other.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're assessing a lot of information. Is that person a threat? How are they feeling? What's happening? That's why Zoom calls are so exhausting as opposed to, this is not exhausting because you're doing something active. But why most Zoom meetings are really exhausting because you're missing a lot of cues that you normally have available to you. So your brain is working harder to figure out what's going on.
At the same time, I think we're probably developing other cues, like paying more attention to tone of voice and things like that.
Right. You're absolutely right. We are nothing if not adaptable. It's fascinating though, this concept of like, how far can we take this concept, Sandra, of what we assign importance to and what we see, right? Because that can apply across the board to everything we do. That's why I like drawing, because the way you assign importance in drawing is completely different than like how you assign importance in your normal interactions.
I know, but in my early 20s, or in my late 20s, I became short-sighted, and suddenly I couldn't see the number of the buses anymore. These were double-deckers in London.
Mm-hmm.
And so I learned how to recognize them in different ways. In fact, they have different shapes. The writing, even though I couldn't read it, looked different. And I began to be able to tell them.
Yes, that's a visual, that's your visual spatial kicking into gear. That's
so
your
you
visual
learn
spatial.
different ways.
Yeah, you do. You're absolutely right. God, that's so interesting. But also that there are these intellectual ideas, like Emma brought up at the beginning of the class. Like, why would we do a dark page for a white cat, right? There's that intellectual idea that you also have to wrap your mind around, which is different. And it feels like, wait, if it's a white cat, I should start with white. But no, in fact, if I want to do a white subject, it's better to start dark and pull the whites out, because the dark background will help support my light cat. Do you guys want me to pop back in? Oh, I see here. Hold on.
So Leah, it looks a mess right now. I'm going to send it to you so you can check the proportions at least before I go further and mess it up further.
You got it. It's probably true, Emma, as well. I was just looking at yours, thinking about the polar bear comment. It's probably true that maybe we need to trim him up a little bit on the top. You might have him poking too much. Oh, Hermes. All right, let me take a look. So 1, 2. Okay, so Sandra, the first thing that I can see is that if you measure the top to the bottom of his head, and then you go down, you will see that from here to here, the second head.
Wait, I can't see where you're pointing. Hold on.
Okay, you need to look at the picture.
Oh yeah, okay, got it.
So from here to here, if you go one head down,
right,
you'll see that the second head goes down below this paw, right? So it's about so the vertical distance of the whole body is basically less than, it's about here. The vertical distance of the body is less than 1 head down. Look at how far you have your left paw, this left paw here down. There you are.
I made him longer.
Yeah, you made him too long. So that's the first thing I see just immediately, is that his paw needs to come up closer. Hey, Diana, you made it back. What happened?
I had to restart my internet.
Right. All right. And the other thing, Sandra, is you have these two paws apart.
Yes, I just realized that the negative space. I should have looked at the negative space you mentioned.
He should be, okay, so Emma, the first thing he needs to do is really work with his eraser. So take a pencil eraser and really scrub out the lights. The problem is your background is too much like so Oscar, your background is the same value as your kitty. There's not enough difference, and so it doesn't pop out. So you need to make your lights lighter with the eraser, and then go over the background and make the background darker. That'll help. When we don't have good value differentiation, when the lights don't look light next to the dark, then the picture flattens out. That is that's a huge problem. Good job, you guys. You're killing it. It's been a while since we've done this. Let's see. Not bad, Needy. Yes. I'm measuring, I'm checking all your measurements right now. So the only thing I see, here, hold on, I'm doing it right now. Let's see, 1, 2.
The legs.
No, it's in pretty good, actually, believe it or not, those are in pretty good shape. Look at how, so this is something I want you to pay attention to. Look at how close this eye is to the edge of the face. And look at how far you have it away. Yours is like kind of extending out here like this.
Yeah.
So move that eye closer to the edge of the face, and do the same thing with the nose. So you'll see that this edge of the face comes really close. This is the line you want to encourage. So you can use the edge of your line to sort of draw that in. And then you can make your nose a little bit wider here. So you've got it a little bit too narrow.
Yeah, got it.
Here. So erase the eye on this side and move it to where it needs to be. That's the first beginning. Then move it closer here. Then.
So it's, sorry to interrupt you, it's the left eye that I need to move towards further left, right?
Further left, yes. Look at the space between here and the edge.
Yes.
Very little. And it's the same with the nose. Look at the space between the nose and the edge of the face. So the edge of the face needs to come in much closer to these two features. So you're paying attention to this shape as well as these shapes. We're also paying attention to this shape, right? That's going to help you a lot, because right now you're kind of a little bit crunched up.
Yes.
Rashmi, looking pretty good, but you need more lightness. So yeah, and I'm just checking your proportions. Pretty good. 1, 2. Rashmi, this ear is bigger because it's the one that's closest to us. Can you see? So this eye is bigger, this ear is bigger. We can see more of his mouth. The eye is fine. Your eye shape is fine. My point is, although there should be, if you see here, there should be, well, yeah. Well, that's good. That's in good shape. So make this shape come out more to the right, and look at dark here, and make it, look at how big it is. It's as big as this distance from here to here. This distance from here to here. And then really push your whites. So push your whites. That means really scrub with the eraser. Switch erasers if you need to a different eraser. And then really darken around the edge so that we can see the lightness of the kitty come out. But not bad. I mean, it's kind of fun, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. Thanks.
Let's see, Olga. Olga, I'm going to tell you the same thing. So look at how far in you have your eye on this side. It really is very close. Yep. So what you're trying to do, talk about the information in Pro, you're trying to make these two things even, and they are not, right? So this eye is really smaller, and it comes very close to the edge of the face. I'm checking your proportions. I'm checking your proportions. They look pretty good. 1, 2. Yep. The other thing I'm going to tell you is his ear goes really straight, directly straight out. You have it kind of coming up like this and chunking out, and really this is a straight, this is the straight horizontal line that comes out. And then this ear is a little bit bigger and comes in further. So this dark shape is really important, right? This ear is bigger than this ear. This eye is bigger than this eye. This side of the mouth is bigger than this side of the mouth. This side of the face is bigger than this side of the face. Why is that? Why is that happening? It's
Because he's
consistent.
not looking straight on.
Right, because his face is turned. So this side of his face, if I were to run a line straight down the middle, this is the halfway point of his face. And this side is half the size of this side. So you have to portray that. You have to show that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's cute. Looking good, Diana. You have the eye on this side in the right place. Nice base. I know you know this. His eye is a little bit bigger, right, Diana?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. And really, and that ear as well. Look at this ear. So the ear on this side is really significantly bigger too. Yeah. That shape. But wonderful. No, it's great. This is going to be a good painting. I might have to buy it from you. Might have to buy your guys' best drawings. If anybody, I kind of thought we might stay with animals for a while in this class. Do you guys, how do you guys feel about that?
You really like that? You really like
that? I like the animals. Yeah. Sandra's happy. What do you guys think? We know Sandra, is anybody else have objections to that right now? I thought we'd just stick with that, using different mediums. Ooh, Jean. What?
I was trying to recreate the magic of last night's portrait. It's not quite as good, but you can.
Well, okay. So number one is you have those, you have these nose holes of hers.
Yeah.
Right? And you've made the shapes, the side of the nose, you've drawn the lines. So you've done a couple of things that if I was here, I would absolutely tell you not to do. One is to get rid of those nose lines up the side of the face.
Yeah.
Yep. Erase the nostril lines. You've drawn them too big. The eyes, too big, way too big.
Yep.
Wait, one.
Believe me, they're smaller than they were.
Yeah, so remember, she's gonna be 5 eyes across.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. A little bit less, actually.
But you can tell who she is though, right?
Eva, who? In your drawing or in the picture?
Jean Tierney, but she looks enough like the picture that you can tell, right?
Sort of. We'll get there. We'll get you there. Do you want me to tell you that? I want you to get rid of, if you can get rid of all of the, yes. So she actually, the eyes need to be coming in just a little bit, and so does the face. So her face is really way narrower here. Look at how many noses. She's basically one nose width across from cheek to cheek. If you line up a nose on either side of her nose, she's about maybe 1.5 nose widths across. And you've got her wider. Her jaw is way too wide. So her face needs to come in. I mean, I suppose, here, let me, in fact, I'll just print it out and I'll show you and I'll do some drawings. Give me a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Wait, actually, what I'll have to do, never mind. I won't be right back. Yeah, there's a lot. So I want you to try and remember these things that I'm about to show you, Jean, because if you can remember them, then you're going to be able to do faces. Although you're close, you're getting closer. Hold on. Let me, how do I view in the gallery? Okay. Hang on, I'm going to try and pull this off so I can do a photocopy of it. I don't know if I can do that actually. All right, I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to take a quick break and pull this share screen down so I can get what Jean needs. So keep working, but work from the photos on the WhatsApp thread. It'll just be 1 minute.
So Claudia, how is your new job? Claudia,
What? Only okay?
she is on mute. Unmute yourself, Claudia. Or she left us.
She did? Oh.
Well,
Right.
she's there, but she's
Let me
not.
print. Let me. Print this. All right, 1 minute, I'll be able to put this back up, you guys. Actually, this is pretty good. Now that I'm looking at this more closely, Jean, it's better. Better than I thought. So here, hold on. Just small things. Okay, I'm gonna share the screen again so you guys can see Kitty. And now I'm gonna make some marks. I'm gonna do some measurements, Jean, and I'm gonna send these back to you. Hold on. By the way, perfect picture for correcting.
See, I did that on purpose.
Actually, eyes, okay. How did you measure the vertical distance, Jean?
I was against the picture, but it's not the same size, so I had my measurements, but they didn't come out right, so.
Right, so did you do the halfway point? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, yeah. I had the halfway point as the bridge of her nose.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I was asking. Okay, 1.1, so that's. And then there, yep, that's a pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. From the very top of her head, the halfway point is the bridge of her nose. So just above the eye line. Oh yeah, so your first problem is that that's not where you put the halfway point on your paper. You put the halfway point on your paper at the middle of her eye line. So her halfway is here. You put your halfway right in the middle of her eye line. So her face is too short and too wide. It should be, here is where the halfway point is, and then the hair.
I can't see what you're doing.
I know, I'm explaining it to you while I'm sketching it. So that's the first measurement that went off. Okay. Okay. then, hang on, I'm doing a couple measurement checks. Seven.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oscar's wanting some feedback on the second version.
All right, I'm gonna need a couple minutes and then I'll be able to get to him. Give me just 1 minute. I'm just trying to give Jean a little feedback on her drawing. And then I will be right there, Oscar. Yes, here's where it is. So this. Give me 2 minutes. All right, and then here. All right, and then, okay, Jean, I'm about to send this back to you. So you need to skinny up her jawline. Actually, not as bad as I thought originally. The main thing is you made the head too short. So I am here, and also there's a little bit more space. Space between those. Give me just a second. All right, there we go. And mouth. With faces, it's all these little details. Jean, this is better. When I look at it, I can see you did it not too bad, actually, considering. It was missing the first measurement that kind of threw you off, I think. And then I could see you kind of trying to correct it. So here's where it goes. All righty, there you go, my dear. Reese looks mean. He is in kind of a ridiculous, he is being a sort of little tiger. All right, let me take a look at Oscar's. All right, let me do a little bit more work. Great. Hey, Oscar, it's looking good. So let me do a little bit more work on the kitty. I will go to, let me pull the share down for a second. And I'm going to do a little bit more work so you guys can have some tips on how to do this. Give me a second. Oscar, you're exactly at the place where we need to start doing a little bit more. So I left this in a pretty rough state, right? I didn't have any. So now I'm going to be wanting to add in the details, like the little dark lines, the little dark little freckles that are on here. He's kind of darker here in the mouth. He's darker here in the mouth. And notice his whiskers are actually white. So the important thing is to kind of turn your thing. So instead of drawing them in dark, is to make them, use your eraser to make them. And I can see when I look at his little eye right here, that it's kind of darker in the corners and around the edge. And then notice his, and we can't really see much white in the cat's eyes, right? There's a little light reflection on this side. Actually, there's one on this side too. So his pupil is kind of dark in the middle and it goes up to the top, and the rest, and then in the corner, everything's a little darker. And then the rest is this kind of medium shade. I can pull out with my eraser the little light bit if I want to. And then to really get this to show up I am pulling out the lights on the outside shape above the eye. So see, I'm kind of going back in, and there's a little light shape here outside here. There's a light shape underneath. There's a light shape here. So now I'm getting into a little bit more detail. Once again, look at where the actual black dots of his eye are. And then notice it's a little bit lighter on this side. And there's a little white dot here, which you can pull out with your eraser. And I really want to push the light areas. So now I'm coming to this light. I'm looking at the light shapes that are over the eyes because I know that's going to help showcase the darkness of the eyes. I'm creating this kind of feathery, furry thing. For his ear out here. So see how he's starting to come together? It's like I'm not just paying attention to the eye, I'm paying attention to the dark and light shapes around the eye and on the nose. His nose is quite dark. Is that helpful, you guys? Oscar, is this helpful to kind of show you the more detailed that things are getting? There's a little light spot here. And then he's really light here on this side. So I'm really pushing that lightness to come out. He is so cute. Sorry, he's just such a little cute monster. I keep thinking about you, Sandra, saying, oh my God, wait, in about 2 years, they sort of settle down. Damn, it's so much trouble.
Can you survive 2 years? Actually,
you know, we're all getting used to it now.
But
so
my dragon is 1 year old, and he's a bit of a tourist sometimes. He slams doors around the kitchen cabinets if I don't give him his treats. but he is much calmer
than he used to be.
Yes.
So the other thing I'm doing, you guys, in places is once I've got my lights, I can use charcoal to kind of outline the edge. Right, so I can outline the edge of the face to help it pop out a little bit more on the light side. Oops, sorry. I just want to make sure I get things all in the right place before I do that. I can do that on this side too. And then you'll see there's these little kind of slits where his little claws are. But notice, I don't really have to get that. It's interesting to me how little detail we need to get these animals I'm pulling in. So in some areas, you'll see that you've lost your light. So there's like the arm on this side, the leg on this side, the leg on this side are light at the top. And then you can kind of see stripes here.
Where's his tail in this picture?
Where's the what?
You can't see
Where's
it,
his
so-
tail?
oh.
Tail.
The tail, it's right here.
Oh, that's
Right
the
here.
tail.
Yeah, that's the tail.
Oh,
It's this kind of little raccoony tail.
okay.
So see how I'm
I thought
starting
that's
to
the
add?
fur on his hind legs.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's interesting how what we think we're seeing, you know, this is this whole thing, perception, right? What do we expect to, we see what we expect to see. And here's a great example. My state is completely on fire right now. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it is like, the air quality is so bad right now in Portland that we can't go outside. It's completely yellow. And just 20 miles to the south of us are the craziest, anyways, it's wildfires, it's bad. One of my really good friends just posted that his neighbor's house just went up, it's gone.
Oh, it's horrendous.
I know, he watched it happen last night at about 2 in the morning. A car went on fire. So anyway, my state is on fire. And there are people in my state claiming that Antifa, people have set fires on purpose. Have set fires on purpose and are causing, yes, I'm not kidding.
These people are, I mean, Trump has just empowered these complete wackos coming out of woodwork. I mean,
yeah, and it's a lot of them.
Oh,
I mean, it's a lot of them. It's like, and everybody's kind of going a little crazy too because of everything that's happening. So, you know, in America, Americans are bored, and bored and frustrated and scared and all the rest of it. And so the worst behavior is coming out. By the way, look at how I'm just I'm not getting that much detail. I'm still just paying attention to major light and dark areas. So down here on the legs, there are a few stripes, which I'm trying to kind of spread across. And then I'm softening with my finger. In fact, I might just even darken this whole thing and then go in and lighten it with my eraser. See?
So if that's any surprise to you, the lady that's suing me is a Trump supporter.
I'm not surprised.
Ah.
It explains.
That tells it all, doesn't it?
It explains everything. I mean, it's absurd. I mean, it's absurd. People are like claiming that and I mean, I'm like, when they're like claiming it, they're claiming that their army buddy best friend saw it. The video that they saw shows it. And even though everybody has said stop, you know, all legitimate sources, including the police departments who are pretty much on the side of these guys, they're stopping it. You know, they're like, come on, stop. People are still doing it. It's just crazy. Oh, yeah. So see how we can start to, as you start to pay more attention to the details, the nuances between light, medium, and dark. You can see I need to get lighter up here. So see how I'm constantly pushing those things. I'm pushing them, and I'm using my background to help me. Sorry, this is just cracking me up. It's so cute. It's so him. He's such a little terror. Just a little cutie pie.
He's super cute. He's super cute.
He is really cute. He's adorable, and he was just sitting on my lap this morning, and then I had to put him in the house because he kept knocking things over right before class. So I was trying to make photocopies, and he was like getting in the way.
Oh, they like that.
Yeah. And then they're like running around. Sandra, your words have helped a lot. I'm telling you.
What? But you know there's going to be relief even though it's so far away?
Yes, even though it's so far away. I just know what to expect now. And he is a little adorable. He's a cuddler. He's totally cuddly.
Yeah, very
My cat
changed.
just ran around like crazy, and so she's collapsed somewhere now.
Oh, so cute. So particularly, there's a lot to grab onto. You hear me use this phrase, grab onto, right? What do I mean by that? I mean, there are really strong light and dark shapes here. And when I can see those, the more light and dark contrast I can get to, the more I can grab onto the image, right? You want to start thinking about the image not as what it is, but just what the shapes and what are the lights and darks. And that's a tricky one to get to, but if you can get there mentally, that is the drawing space. It's not what it is, it's what are the shapes. So from here, does that help you guys? Does that help you start to get the details in? Yes, Oscar, did that help a little bit to have that? I want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good job, you guys. All right, so let me put up the picture big again. Jean, did those help? Those
Yeah, except I think I just need to start over.
Yeah, start over. But you got closer than you were closer than you wanted to. Do me a favor, start over and start with the vertical and the horizontal line. Show me where everything is on the features before you draw it, and I will check it. Okay.
Okay.
So
Well,
do
I
that
can't
first.
Because I have to go back to work now.
Well, damn it.
But I will do it.
All right, and send it over to me, and I will send it over to me at that point, and I will check the measurements.
Okay,
Jean,
all right.
I love that you are, it's amazing to me that you are embracing faces. It is so hard. I love it. I love it. You are.
Was really positive. So
yeah, you did amazing. It was amazing. I'm going to show you.
The problem is, last night I was drinking. Today I just had coffee. So I think I do better when I've got some alcohol in me.
I love you, Jean. You guys never go, if you ever meet Jean in person, never go drinking with her. I actually had to be carried out of the bar. I literally had to be carried out of the bar. I'm a lightweight, but don't ever try and drink her. She can drink you under the table.
Well, it was nice to meet everybody. Take care.
Yep. We'll see you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
See you soon. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay. Where are we at, by the way? What are we on for time? We have, right, let me take a look. Sorry, you guys are probably sending me things and I can't even see them. Oh, lovely, Natalia. Oh,
Little tiger, really.
tiger. Oh my God.
He looks fantastic.
He is a little ferocious. There you go, Sandra. Yeah. So Sandra, the only thing I will say is move his eye to the left.
Which eye?
The eye on our left.
Move the pupil or the whole
No,
eye?
the whole eye. Move the whole eye closer to the edge of the face.
Thank you.
You got it. It looks great. I love it. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. It's just going to be me squealing in delight. Got it. Oh, Emma. Oh my God. You guys have got my cat. Keep working. Oh, Anuja says hello. She's on late shifts, so she can't come to class. Oh my God. Rashmi, wonderful. I love this. I feel like you guys have got the, look at all 4 of the last ones that just got sent. Actually, you can look at Claudia's too and Oscar's too. Look at all 4 of them. They all have that, they've all captured that ferocity, that kitten ferocity. Even though they don't look the same, right? The mark making looks different. They have you have captured the kitten ferocity. And I just love it. I'm just sorry. You've just made my day. Oh my God, he's so cute. Can I use these and put them on Instagram? I'm gonna have to. All right, so we'll do Muka. Do you guys wanna, I'll switch back and forth between me. Or you know what? Maybe I should just go to ink in October. We'll do ink for October and I could stick with charcoal for a couple more weeks.
Leah, when will
it's nice to go back and forth.
Paints?
So it's going to be a while for you guys. It's going to be a while for you guys. The block, that's a good question. I need to think about that. I wanted you guys to get more drawing training before we got to painting. Watercolor paint is going to start next week in 2 weeks with block 3. So block 3 in 2 weeks, which is the New York, which you can't do, but will be available via video. So I'm going to start with watercolor paints with block 3. I probably won't start with paints until we do some pastel work. So I'm thinking a month or two more of drawing practice, and then some pastel work in November, and then we'll go to paints. How's that? So December as your Christmas present? Will that work? Is that satisfactory? Because it's also another set of materials, and I don't want to really dump that on people until you've had a chance to work with these ones you've already bought.
Yeah.
So please be patient.
Leah, can you send us your latest one, the one in which
Oh,
you have put?
absolutely. Absolutely. Let me do that now. You guys are doing great. All right, so here it is. Yeah, I mean, Claudia, if you want to talk evil, mine just looks, he just looks completely diabolical right now.
Yeah,
He looks
wait a second.
completely
I worked a
diabolical.
little bit on him. I made him look a little nicer, I think. He looks a little more mischievous now, but
Right. So this one's mine, so you guys can see it. Yeah, so Claudia, the only thing you need to do is bring his ear down. So bring that ear down, the shape down. Let's see, let me share the screen and I'll show you. Let me share the screen back up. So see how far his ear comes down, that dark part?
yeah.
So you have it kind of sitting on the top of his head, right, and coming up, but really this ear comes down and in. So just bring that ear down lower. You'll see it's not that much, it's not that much high, it's not as high as you've got it. But you can see what you were doing, right? You were trying to put it on the edge of his head, but in this particular case, his head kind of comes over the top. So just bring the ear down.
Okay.
Nice. He's adorable. Oh my God, he's completely diabolical.
Yeah, I've moved the eye. I think it looks better.
Let's see. It does. It totally does. You got him. Yep. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Just keep working it. You got him.
It's just messy.
This triangle down here is way too big.
But how do I make it smaller?
Well, you just take your eraser and you pull in his. See, right now you have his arm sticking out like this.
And it does not.
So reshape the arm, and just take your eraser and erase it. Start, okay, Sandra, by creating this shape with the erased stuff around it, and that will help you create the other shapes. But really work on this shape and where it is in relation to his little mouth. See how it's kind of lined up with the ear on one side and it's lined up with the mouth on the other. Work that shape. Yep. Nice job, Diana. Nice job.
I have not started with the face yet.
Yeah. It's great. Love it. Love it. Love it.
He's a cute.
He is so cute. Oh, you guys cheer me up so much. Honestly, I should probably pay you all for therapy. So if anybody wants their cat or their pet drawn, send it over to me. Send me a good photo and we'll do it.
We would definitely like Loki to be drawn. That would be really cool.
So you should get a really good picture of him and send me some pictures.
We have a picture of her where she's yawning and her tongue is her mouth looks kind of like a dragon's mouth roaring because the tongue is kind of like rolled up. It looks really cool.
All right, send it over to me, kiddo.
I think you forgot to send your one, the last one in which you have done some kind of.
No, it's there. It's there.
What's it?
It's right before Claudia's. Sorry, it's it's right before Claudia's. It's between Emma's and Claudia's. It's labeled 10:09 a.m.
I haven't received it.
It's there. I swear it's there. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's amazing how you can not see something that, isn't it interesting how like I do this with my keys all the time. I'm like, where are my keys? Where are my keys? Where are my keys? And they're literally right in front of me and I cannot see them at all. I'm just
Yes.
like, oh my God, it's insane.
There was some problem with the internet here. Sorry about that.
Oh, see, you have an excuse. I have no excuse. Great work, Claudia.
Now
Great
I
work.
can see.
Bye-bye,
Sandra.
Claudia.
Great work. Yeah.
Bye. See you next week.
See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Do not forget to send me, so all of you, do not forget to send me entries. Have you all seen the call to art for the student show? Do not forget to send me entries. If you have not, talk to your local coordinator in Europe or in India to send you the call to art, because we have a show coming up, a student show coming up in October. And I would like to showcase some of your works. We're gonna do 5 different shows over 5 different days. I'm gonna do video interviews and we're gonna have a party. We're gonna actually have a Zoom party where you get to win some art supplies and a chance to get your caricature drawn. So there's going to be prizes and fun and all of that stuff. So don't, that'll be on October 5th. We'll send more details later, but right now we're trying to get everybody to send us work so we can showcase what you do. And nicely, this fits in really well. This is it'll be Mental Health Week that we do this, which is great because that's what this is all about, right?
Because we're all crazy.
Because we're all trying not to be crazy, right? Oh my God. Let's see. Oh, Olga better. So Olga, work on, you've got him very dark on the top of his head. He's actually quite light on the top of the head. So get your eraser involved now. He's very, very light. Right here and around here on this side. So I know you have lots of contour lines. Nip them in with your eraser. And if your eraser doesn't work, use a different eraser or use even a pencil eraser maybe might work here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
By the way, Leah, in case it helps anybody, instead of getting an electric eraser, I got like a very thin eraser like this. It's not electric.
Let's see.
But it's really thin.
And does it help?
You can change these bits. Well, yes, because you're able to erase a very fine line, which sometimes you can't. It comes in round and rectangle. I took the rectangle. It's probably better to buy the round, actually.
It's funny. There is one student, Jessica Pryor in New York, who has one of those electric.
Right.
Erasers.
Yes, you said.
And
yeah.
it's hilarious. It's always so loud. It's always like you're like, what is that noise? Oh my God. And she's like, oh, sorry, that's just me and my eraser.
It's funny to see the nose of your cat. It has like a human nose like my kitty has.
Yeah, a little bit of a pink spot there.
Yeah, but also the shape of.
It does. You're absolutely right. He's kind of a long. Also, Diana, I sent you a color picture. Did you see that? I emailed it to you.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
I emailed you the color picture because I knew you'd want it. So that is available in your email address. You and Sandra. I figured you would want to work. I know, Sandra, you're working in black and white now, but I thought you might want to try. If you feel like trying him as a pastel, you're welcome to. So.
Great. So I'll go to that once I've has his sketch ready here.
It'll have all the color nuance. And you can see his blue eyes. And we'll do Muka next week. She's awfully pretty too. And believe it or not, we're almost at the end of class. We've got about 10 more minutes. So just work.
Wow.
Yeah. And send now if you want any last minute advice.
I should probably go any second anyway, so get ready.
For court.
Yeah.
Keep us posted.
I will.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
So you haven't seen that cat lately?
No, it's locked in. She has not let him out. She keeps him locked in. She's built like a cage outside of the house. I've seen, she's posted pictures because she emailed all my friends on not all my friends on Facebook, but everyone that reacted to when the cat disappeared. She emailed everyone and said that I stole the cat from her. And but she's been so obnoxious for so long.
Yeah, everybody's like, you're an idiot.
Well, I don't know if everyone is like that, but you know, she's told different stories to different neighbors, and she's badmouthed me in front to my friends, and so she has sent pictures of the cat being outdoors, locked in a cage-like sort of surrounding. So
we call that a catio. A catio.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Does he see you and
We'll
meow?
So we'll see how it goes. When my friend who is a judge, let's hope his prediction is right.
What does he say?
He thinks that maybe she gets to keep the cat, but she'll have to pay damages to me.
Right.
I mean, now the cat has been with her for 7 months. So, I mean, it would almost be cruel to bring it back at this stage.
Right, right.
And he has become an indoor cat.
Right. And that's probably better for him in the long run. I mean, he may not like it, but.
Yeah. I didn't lock him in because, I mean, she always said it was her cat. So I said, you know, he's
Tony,
free to go over to you anytime he wants.
Tony, it's better than you think. Use some contour lines. Use your side of your charcoal to do these drawings over here, these lines over here. You can add those in, that will help, but it's better than you think. So Needy, I would say, let's see, looking here. One. So Needy, the biggest thing is that he's too long, he's too wide here. If you were to measure the width of him from here to here, from this edge to here, you'll see that he is basically one width across. So I might pull him in a little bit on the right side. And I would really push the light dark combos. So really take your eraser. Notice everything is all the same color here, but really he's darker under here and he's darker here. And he's lighter here and darker here. Okay. See you all. Okay. See you, Rashmi. See you. Great work. So if you're wanting more nuance, you really need to push the lights. And then he's got light all on this side. So it's light here, here, here. That will get you to the next step.
Okay.
I just love Rashmi. She's such a sweetie. I love all of you.
You better.
She is such a sweetie, such a sweetheart.
So I need to compress the face, is it?
What's that?
I need to compress the face. My face
Yes.
is...
No, the face is fine. It's the body that's too wide.
Oh, okay.
The body
And
is
your
way too
curve.
wide. You have the body here. If you look at the share screen right now, you have the body out like this. The body is no wider than one face length.
Got it.
So you need to bring that in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. These are such, it is amazing how easy it is to exaggerate the size of particularly curved lines. It's really easy to make them go too far. And particularly with perspective. So don't feel bad about that. That is a very common drawing problem. And that's why we're constantly measuring, because we establish something where the distance is good, and then we use it to establish other distances.
Yeah, so I sent you my sketch as it is. I'm gonna put in the face better, and I'm gonna work on the back paw.
Okay, and you have the color picture, so you can get more of that detail.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to that after this. So now I just have like the base face. Because I think I'm gonna leave you guys and go and get ready.
All right, good luck, Diana.
Thank you.
We'll look forward to hearing we'll look forward to hearing the story.
All right, you take care.
Yes, you too.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody. We're eating.
Bye, you guys. Great work today. Great work. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Excellent. Good work, you guys. Killing it.
Sorry, I forgot to drop it in.
Oh, Diana, totally cute. Good correction, Needy. Now sort of work on, yeah, pushing the lights. Notice that he's mostly dark here in the mouth. And notice that the note that there's this, and get that, you can draw a dark contour line around this side. So make him a little bit darker here. Yeah, good here. His eye is darker here. So I would make this a little bit darker on this side. Notice how it's darker on this side, the iris, and lighter here. It's because the light is hitting him. And also pull in, this is more of a triangle than you have it. So you have it kind of extending out like this. These are all just small things, Sneedy. Don't worry about it. That is like, my job is to push you to the next level, and you're doing a good job. Oh, he's so cute. Diana, yours really looks like he's just like laughing. Oh, he's so cute. All right, I hope I have permission to share some of these, you guys. Do you mind? On
please
Instagram.
don't.
So please
I'm going to send you my
your,
final one.
yes, please send your latest picture. I'm going to share it right now.
Putting my stamp on it.
Yay, stamp.
Next class will be in Colorado.
That's a really good question. What should we do? Should we go back and forth, you guys, or do you want to just stick with charcoal for a couple
I like
sessions?
to go back and forth.
All right, ink next week then.
And we're very similar anyway.
They are. So ink next week, or the next class, whenever that is. You guys are also, please do take advantage of the fact that you can see every class, virtually every class, on the YouTube channel. So if you go to the roamingstudio.com, click on Reuters Art classes, and then click the Reuters Art password, it'll take you directly to the YouTube channel. And then you can look at any class you want. So any class is available to you. All right, you guys, I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to go into gallery view so I can see everybody. Yes.
I just sent it to you.
Thank you. Send me what you want because I'm going to do a little post on this because these are just too cute. Oh, Sandra. Oh, I love it. I think you understand cats so well.
Well, I don't know. He doesn't look very good to me, but he looks like a cat. So
I feel like it's him. I feel like he's somehow caught. He's like, you caught a little bit of his joy at being a terrorist. Don't you think, you guys? He's kind of like,
he looks very.
I'm about to do something. Not, I'm a lion. I am about to do something. Great work, you guys. Okay, and I look forward to seeing your entries. Don't make me hunt you down. All right, you guys. See you next week, or see you soon. See you soon.
Thanks, Leah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Nice
guys.
to see everybody. Great to see you.